Hey everybody, it's Dr. Michael with Lighthouse Chiropractic, and this month we're talking about Mythbusters, those specific myths that everyone talks about in chiropractic care. And today we're specifically talking about that neck adjustment. So many patients worry about that neck adjustment, and even people who've never been to a chiropractor, they have questions about what happens when you actually adjust somebody's neck. Is it dangerous? Is it going to hurt? All these questions tend to rise up. So I'm here to talk today about the facts rather than the myths. So let's talk about the spine in general first before we get started. Everybody knows that the spine housed in your back here has 24 movable vertebrae, and I've actually laid on top of here a model spine so you guys can see when you're laying down on my table, this is what it looks like. Now, when you adjust somebody's neck, you have these vertebrae lined up in here, and traditionally what you're going to do is you're going to isolate one bone at a time and you're going to thrust in and make an adjustment. Now, a lot of people, that scares them. So I'm here to tell you something. Fact number one, we can adjust your neck 17 different ways. One of them being using a handheld tool called the activator. You don't have to worry about neck cracking. You don't have to worry about even relaxing. This does all the work for you. This device, and I'll show you over the model, goes on the spinal bone and can make the adjustment to move the spinal bone in place. And we all know that moving bones into a place where they can move better is going to be better than leaving them out of place where they're going to bother you more. So I'm going to show you guys here how a neck adjustment with an activator looks like. So we go on the spine and we do a thrust. So we're going to take that off right there so you guys can see here. On you, I'm just having you lay face down. We put the activator here and we put the movement in there. We check again and make sure that everything is moving better now. For those of you guys who like the traditional way of adjusting, I'm going to show you how when adjusting your neck, it's really very impossible to hurt you. Evan, go ahead and turn over on your back. So we'll use the same model here again, and we're going to lay the spine on top of Evan so that we can see how it looks. So this way, what I'm doing is I'm taking my fingers, putting them on the specific vertebrae, and when I gently move the vertebrae into a motion, what I'm doing is I'm making sure that I'm turning the neck and I'm not leaving the neck straight. That's the biggest issue. It's virtually impossible to hurt somebody if the neck is bent. Now everyone asks me, what is the risk of hurting someone? And it's been reported that it's 1 in a million. That's a lot, especially since over my 20 years in chiropractic, I've done over 150,000 adjustments. I haven't even gotten close to 1 million yet. And so far, 0 cases of injury. Now, let's take a look at how it really looks like. Again, when you adjust the neck, turning the head to the side, and I'm gently going to give a thrust in there. That makes the adjustment. So, 1, and then this side, 1 more. Now, everyone says, wow, it cracked, I heard the pops. What does that really mean? Myth number 1, does it actually put bone on top of bone and those bones are touching each other? Fact, it does not. The bones actually never touch each other. The popping is just nitrogen gas escaping, like when you crack your knuckles or any other joint in your body. So hopefully for you guys, if you come to the chiropractor or you're thinking about going to the chiropractor, what you want to remember is that it is one of the most safest things to have your spine adjusted, simply because of the amount of training that we do and understanding the science behind how the neck moves. We can make sure that there is very little or no risk of any kind of injury. And again, if you have any questions or doubts, you can always use the activator. The activator, again, is 0 chance of any kind of risk. And this is what we use on children. This is what we use on anyone who is nervous about a neck adjustment, or the elderly whose bones may be a little bit more brittle. So everyone who has a spine can get adjusted. Again, there's different techniques. Hopefully that answers your questions and you guys will be in here soon.